Hello, hello. How about you today, beautiful soul? Well, I am glad to be here with you today because as I was gardening today on the first nice day after weeks of freezing weather, that shouldn't be in the spring. Um, I was thinking of when I was a very novice gardener, and I remember reading these questions that asked, what is the difference between a weed and a cultivated plant? And the answer was an opinion. At that point, I thought, yeah, that makes sense because weeds are plants that grow in your garden spontaneously, which is nice. You have to buy them, and they're pretty. Many of them are very pretty. We know about the dandelion, but some are very pretty. Not that the dandelion is, but anyway, and medicinal. They can be medicinal. So I allow them to grow in my garden, and then the next year, my opinion changed as spring came. The weeds had taken over my garden, and so I had to dig out my pretty flowers that I had planted and try to find them in this jungle of weeds. So I realized that weeds were more than an opinion, were actually plants that could not share, could not share, and did not know how to, you know, live in a community of other plants. They were greedy. I always tell them as I pull them, you're too greedy, you don't belong in my garden because you can't share with the other flowers. So our mind has thoughts that often are greedy. They take over your mind and they all invade, and that's all you. They stop you. They stop you from doing things that you would really love to do because they remind you of all these things that happened before and how you haven't been good enough, or how you don't really know how to do that, or how can you possibly do that? You have no money to do that. They put all sorts of limitation to keep you stuck. And that and often we tend to succumb to the idea that they are right, and obviously they prove us with all the things that happened in the past, and that they are right because of these things really happen and we didn't succeed at this or that. um, and so we often remain stuck in a situation maybe that we are not uh, very happy about. It could be, a difficult marriage that we can improve, or a job that doesn't fulfill us, or maybe we like it, we love it enough, but it doesn't pay very much at all. Although there is that element of emotional involvement that keeps you there, and we convince ourselves that that's okay, that because at least we have a house and we have a job, and I heard that a million times. Um, and until finally I was so overwhelmed and so tired of a job that I really had liked for 30 years, but financially had not moved exponentially to the amount of experience and time that I had in my job. And so I, after I took a course, I, um, I really learned to so many things, but a very important thing, as I mentioned before in other videos, is of course notice what you're noticing, notice what your thoughts are telling you all day long, because those are the thoughts that keep you from moving forward, or sometimes they keep you from, taking another step. So they keep you believing that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're not experienced enough, which is none of those are true. None of those are true, because all you need is, you have the capacity to learn things. You have the capacity to move forward if you find the right support. And the support, can come from a friend, or can come from a training, or can come from a a relative. But you have to be very careful, who will support you, because sometimes, when we are new in this art of achieving our dream or dreaming, some people might not support you properly, and then they bring you back to the place where you were, and then you have another confirmation that you indeed are not able to do certain things. So start though with thinking with listening to your thoughts, and realizing what they're telling you. And if sometimes you feel, but this they're saying the truth, what I know, I done those things, so they're right. How do I know which one is a weed and which one is a cultivated flower? Well, most of the time, if I would say all the time, the thoughts that make you feel expansive, that they give you joy when you think about it, they give you hope, and they give you excitement about, you know, these particular things you want to do. Those are the thoughts that come from your intrinsic self, from your authentic power. And they are the thoughts that you want to follow, right? They're your dreams. The other thoughts that tend to keep you, maybe superficially, you look like they're keeping you protected. But if you look at your life, you know, you, what are the results in your life? Are they really keeping you protected, or they're keeping you stuck? So start seeing that generally they're not feeling. They don't make you feel, electric. They make you feel pretty much. I can't think of another word, but stuck is a way that I, I, I have felt before. Like I can't take another step. I'm deep in the mud, and I don't see a way out, and I almost feel guilty about trying to find way out, because I'm needed here, 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 and I have enough. I shouldn't have more. I doesn't, I should be happy with what I have. But, the more you have, and the more you can give, and the more you can do, and there is no, and you can have, more, talking about financial, you can have more love, you can have more health, you can have more freedom, which is what I really wanted. I wanted more freedom to do things that I loved, like gardening or doing ceramic, right? So you can have more, or of a lot of things. So keep your thoughts at bay. Pay attention to what they tell you every day, and enjoy another beautiful day. See you soon to your dreams.